Hey guys.
Hello.
So this is an information session for our fall 2020 program, and we want to tell you what we have planned for you. So follow along. Today we're going to talk about some welcomes to our new and old staff. We are going to tell you a little bit about what's the differences between online Upward Bound and on-campus Upward Bound. We're going to do an overview of our fall 2020 program, tell you about all the things we have planned for Saturdays, after school things, and new support systems we have in place for you. And then we're not going to have questions and answers because you are watching this on a video, but you catch the drift here.
All right, so some introductions during the info session, and as we will for the upcoming fall program, we have new students and returning students. We have Miss Amy as pictured here, and me, Mr. Joe, and Miss Janet as well, our administrative assistant. And then we have our tutor counselors, some of who should seem familiar, like Gerald, Hafsa, and Emily. But we also have two new tutor counselors who used to be Upward Bounders, Andy and Izzy. As for our teachers, we have the classic good old Miss Dion, Mr. Jason, and Miss Christina. Mr. Jason and Miss Christina will be doing English and writing, Miss Dion math. As pictured above, you have Miss Dion and Mr. Jason. They are married, they're in love, and they are teaching for us. And then we have Miss Christina, who's joining us, a very trustworthy and great teacher. Below you can see Emily, then Hafsa and Gerald, and our new TCs, Izzy and Andy.
So what are some of the differences between our online program and our on-campus program? The biggest thing is a lot of it's the same. Honestly, we're just trying to do it in a new way. We'll have a Saturday program. We are going to have after-school tutoring. We have our awesome teachers working for us. We still have our awesome TCs. We're going to learn about colleges. We're going to provide SAT prep. We are going to have senior seminar. There's going to be perks. And just like always, there'll be Upward Bound paperwork, right? So what's going to be different is just how we do those things. Saturdays are going to be on Zoom. And instead of having classes every Saturday, you're going to have online events. There's going to be 1 hour of drop-in tutoring every day, Monday through Friday, actually, from 3:30 to 4:30, where our tutors will be there to help you at all with anything you need. Sort of one of the newest additions to our program because of the online situation is that instead of having English and math classes on Saturdays, we're going to provide you with one-on-one time with teachers on Mondays and Wednesdays where you can schedule it. And we'll talk to you some more about that in a minute. We're going to have college. You're going to also be in a TC check-in group. So your TC is going to check in on you once a week, which is a really nice feature of the new program. Colleges are going to visit us on Saturdays instead of us going to them. They're going to come to our links and tell us about their schools. Interested juniors are going to be enrolled in online SAT courses. Seniors will have senior seminar, but it's going to be one-on-one. You're going to get a chance to earn $40 a month for participation, which is awesome. There'll be rewards and recognition for attendance and other achievements. And instead of giving us physical pieces of paper, you're going to turn in things through a shared folder on Google Drive.
Mm-hmm. Let's look at our calendar. So upcoming, we have 9 Saturdays for you during the fall. Now, something different you might see is that we are actually starting the first day of after-school support on October 5th, before our first Saturday. So make a note of that. That's actually next week, next Monday, October 5th, we're starting after-school support. So come on over if you need just quick help from your TCs or more in-depth help with Miss Dion with math or Miss Christina or Mr. Jason with English/writing. So that's on October 5th, but take a look at our events. We have a lot of UB community events. Our Saturdays are October 10th and the 17th, 24th and 31st, November 7th and 14th, 21st, and December 5th. And our last session is on December 12th, which will have a winter celebration / closing event. But if you look at the calendar, you can see that we'll have some visits from colleges, such as IUP, the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. On Friday, October 16th, since you guys don't have school, we'll be doing a presentation with LaSalle University, who will be presenting to not just us, but the other Upward Bound programs you guys might be familiar with in Philadelphia. Also Kutztown University. We're also going to have some guest speakers like Tamam Wurtu, talking about being a first-generation college student, and Melissa Walker, who will talk to us about emotional intelligence and self-awareness, as well as something fun like a tour virtually of Los Angeles and UCLA. And then we have winter break, and then we do it again in the spring. So here's our calendar of events, and hopefully it is exciting as it is colorful.
Here's what a typical Saturday schedule is going to look like. On Saturday, you will sign in at 9:30 on Zoom. We're going to do some kind of little welcome activity, and then you're going to do a weekly journaling exercise, which will just be a chance for you to check in with yourself. At 10 o'clock, our speakers or our visitor or our event will come and speak to us, usually until about 11:15. And then we may have a little break, or you might have your check-in circle with your TC and your check-in partners. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. And then some of you might have signed up to participate in our student mental health workshops. We're going to have 4 of them. If you are interested, we'll talk a little bit more about it. Please let Mr. Joe know. We will assign you to the course. Only 20 students get to participate. So if you think this is something that would benefit you, please do let us know. So that's from 11:30 to 12:30, and then from 12:30 to 1:30, we will have different events going on. Open tutoring if you need it. Seniors may have a check-in. We might do some social events on those days as well. So the typical day for an Upward Bounder is going to be over around 11:30, and then if you participate in some of these extra activities, you're going to be with us a little bit longer.
So like we mentioned before, we're going to have check-in circles this fall, where you will have an accountability check-in partner. We'll talk more about that on the first Saturday of the program. So this fall, we're having check-in circles that are led by tutor counselors. So every week, you're gonna have a tutor counselor that's sort of checking in on you real quick. You guys are gonna schedule that meeting time with each other. In each circle, there's going to be about 10 students. So that's the students who are going to be in the circle that you meet with every Saturday that we mentioned in the previous slide with the schedule. And when your TC checks in with you, it's going to be either by telephone if you need it, but hopefully by Zoom. You'll notice that the students in your check-in group are going to be grouped probably by grade and school. Just so that the TCs and the teachers know like what work and problems and issues you guys might share within your grade and school. There's going to be 15 to 30 minutes reserved each Saturday for your circle to meet, to kind of check in with each other and see, hey, how's the week going? What's some stressors? What's some great things that happened? Or, you know, like, hey, I didn't notice you were here last Saturday. What was going on? Things like that. Each student will be assigned a check-in partner for you guys to just have someone to connect with, to keep each other accountable, like, hey, did you do this assignment? You know, we have English class together. Did you hear about the essay? Just another person up here to check in with. And we're hoping that our check-in circles are a place for support, for questions, a place where you can grow and bond with each other and foster a community by caring for each other. And these are our groups. So like I said, each group is led by a TC. We have Izzy and Andy, Gerald and Hafsa and Emily. And you can pause the video and try to see which group you're in and who is in your group. So these are the groups that you'll be seeing on Saturdays. And the fellow students who will be checking in with what TC.
So the other thing we mentioned on our list is the mental health workshops. There's going to be 4 of them, and they're going to be led by a woman named Ms. Christina Broderick. She's a licensed social worker, and her company is igniting education by helping high school and college students conquer their mental health and achieve their academic and professional goals so they can create and live in a happier space as they transition to adulthood. So there's going to be a series of 4 workshops that are about helping you to take care of your mental health just the way you take care of your body's health, right? And there's things that you should do on a daily basis to make sure that you are in a good enough space to be able to achieve your academic goals. So one of the things that she's going to just talk about is what is mental health? how can you conquer your mind and your fears and your anxiety so that you can go and achieve your goals, right? You conquer your world. Teach you how to build mental resiliency, how to deal with stress, reduce it in your life, how to take care of yourself. Students specifically need to know some skills and things that they can do to make sure that they are caring for their mind. And then just mental health sustainability throughout your entire life. So just some of the details, only 4 Saturdays, 10/17, October 17th, 24th, 31st, and November 7th. It's from 11:30 to 12:30. You'll already be at Upward Bound, so it'll be an additional thing that you'll do. 20 students total can participate. We did pay tuition for those 20 students to do it. So if you're interested, please do take advantage of this because we want to make sure that we fill up all the spots. You will get access to an online course that you'll do through the week and a workbook. And then on Saturdays, you'll join together to just talk. And just like kind of go through some of the exercises and things like that. And then you'll get a certificate of completion at the end and a gift for completing. So if you're interested and you didn't indicate so on your survey, just reach out to us and let us know. Okay, thank you for that. Is this you, Joe? You want to talk about
Yeah, so after school support is happening this fall, of course. And we mentioned earlier that it's going to be a little different. You're going to have some time with tutors for a drop-in tutoring, but it's also going to have portions where you're assigned to teachers. So take a look here. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all days of the work week, we have from 3:30 to 4:30, just an hour time where you can just drop in, get some help from the TCs, check in with them. If you have a quick question, if you want to schedule your meeting with them for the week, if you just like are stuck on one like math problem and you're like, oh, I don't really know how to do this, Gerald and Emily will be there on Monday. Hafsa, Izzy, and Andy on Tuesday, Izzy and Emily on Wednesday, Hafsa and Andy on Thursday, and Gerald on Friday. Now, if you look below that, we have our teacher schedule, and that's from 4 to 6 p.m. every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, not Friday. So keep that in mind. You're going to be scheduled in half-hour blocks on Monday and Wednesday with Miss Dion for math and Miss Christina for a writing lab. So depending on you volunteering because you want to meet with teachers, or if you had poor grades last year and need help bringing your GPA up and need some math and writing help as deemed by us, we'll reach out to you and get you scheduled with a teacher. So that's Monday and Wednesday scheduled half-hour blocks, Miss Dion and Miss Christina. On Tuesday and Thursday, it's just drop-in. So if you still want to meet with the teacher but couldn't schedule and you just want to drop in and see what's going on, you can do that. Or, you know, Miss Dion might have said, you know what, we met on Monday, but I'm not feeling good about where we ended it. Let's keep doing it the next day on Tuesday, and she might ask you to come back for drop-in. And then you have drop-in writing lab with Mr. Jason. So like we said before, Miss Christina and Mr. Jason are helping us with writing. Monday and Wednesday scheduled, Tuesday and Thursday drop-in.
That's great. And just a note that if you need help with any kind of writing, so writing in your history classes, in your science classes, in any other course you're taking that isn't necessarily English, Mr. Jason and Miss Christina can help you with that. So in addition to our Saturday program and our after-school support program, we are going to be having social gatherings because that's one of the things we really think is missing from a lot of people's lives right now, is a chance to get together and have fun. So some of the ideas that we have that are based on things we did this summer or just things we've heard that students are interested in is an international snack tasting party. So we would mail home a snack pack to you and we'd all get online together and taste the snacks. We have a Paint With Me event where we have an art teacher who's going to, we're going to send you home the supplies and she's going to lead you through painting a particular scene. And then we'll share what we've painted. We're thinking of a poetry reading or sharing event, movie night, where you'll hang out on Zoom one evening where you have some time to just watch a movie together, and the same thing with a game night. And so a couple other, we asked for some suggestions. Some students said maybe a talent show or a fashion show, maybe like a debate or like talking about some hot topics in politics. We are having a big election. So there's different things that we might do this fall, but we are going to be adding those on Saturday afternoons or in the evening when, you know, it just seems like a good night. Like maybe we had a snow day and we want to just like watch a movie, you know, it might happen. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you get snow days on virtual school though. Probably not.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah. So here's just some of our student expectations for the Upward Bound Virtual Fall program. And I just want to say that they're basically the same as they are in person. We have the same expectations that you will see in our student handbook, which you can find on the Google Drive folder we're going to share with you. Some specific ones is the program starts at 9:30, signed on to Zoom by 9:30. So please be ready for that. We do expect you to be on camera most of the time, just because that's a level of respect that we'd like to show each other as members of our community. It helps us communicate easier. You should not share our Zoom link with any person outside of our program. It's a matter of our safety, and we expect that you'll take that seriously. If you borrowed an Upward Bound Chromebook, our expectation is that you will use it appropriately and return it in good working order. If you need to borrow a Chromebook because whatever you're using at school or just what you've had before isn't working anymore, you can always reach out to us and we will deliver one for you as soon as we can. You should speak to all of us online with the same respect and patience you would in person. It might actually require more patience. It's hard to communicate sometimes online. So we're all going to be patient with each other. Online safety, appropriateness, and kindness should be considered in every interaction online. Any bullying, abuse, harassment experienced online should be shared with a staff person as soon as possible. Students involved in this can be disciplined if necessary. Remember to keep your social media posts appropriate. We will be communicating a lot through Instagram, and the things you post on Instagram do go out to every one of your followers if you don't hit certain selection criteria. So please be careful. If you don't want staff members to see certain things, you have to pay attention. Communication is a two-way street. We are relying on you to reply, react, respond, and reach out to us. We can communicate a lot, but if we don't get anything back from you, then we aren't having an effective communication. It's just us talking into the air. So please, we really want and ask of you to be good communicators and let us know that you've received our messages.
To get done. I believe this is our last slide.
Yes.
So let us know about if you are interested in the IgnitEDU mental health workshops by, I forgot her name. Miss Christina. Yeah, we have a bunch of Christinas this time around. So yes, please let us know. Again, it's just 1 hour for 4 Saturdays, along with a course and workbooks. So also, if you have not yet, there's still about like 5 students who haven't completed their survey. If you're one of them, please complete it by 8 p.m. tonight, and you can still earn the stipend. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. Or also, please follow our student-run account at upwardbound.cpp. It should be CCP, so it might be changed by the time you check. Just, you know, it's upwardbound.cpp or CCP. Just, yeah. After school support begins on Monday, October 5th, period. And TCs will be reaching out this weekend to schedule your first one-on-one check-in. All documents about the calendar, the schedule, the PowerPoint, signups, they're going to be in the Google Drive folder that we share with you guys later this week. And don't forget, our first Saturday session is October 10th at 9:30 a.m. on the dot.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So let us know if you have any questions after you've watched this. Please message us. And on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you see the video, just let us know. I'm looking forward to getting started and having this new experience with you all.
Yes. Virtually. Ooh, bye.